Hi, Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. I have Monica Augustine here with me. Monica is bringing two different master classes to Enlightened World Network. We just wanted to take a few minutes and tell you about those classes. Now, Monica, you've been teaching for years. You teaching is not new. You teaching with Enlightened World is new. I know that you are a Yusui Holy Fire 3 Reiki teacher. Can you tell us a little bit about Reiki first? Why would somebody want to learn Reiki? And what is that process even like?
Different people are called to different things. So the important thing is to trust your intuition about it. And that's another class we're going to discuss. But, trusting if you're finding a calling or hearing a calling within that you'd like to raise your vibration, your subtle energy, and expand your consciousness and your healing ability, to heal yourself and to heal others, or to use it as a spiritual practice as well. As one thing I do with it is I use it as a part of my spiritual practice. It's also a work that I do, but I've also committed to it as a spiritual practice. So if you're looking for something to add into your life for a spiritual practice, or even a part of what you do for your work, being a healer, a helper, a supporter, this is definitely something to look into, to see if it calls to you, to see if it feels like a good path for you. And if for anybody out there that doesn't know, Reiki has become really well known. The last 10 years, it's used in a lot of hospitals, and to really help people resource themselves, because what it is, it's a spiritually guided life energy that promotes deep relaxation and promotes healing. And our bodies are made to heal themselves. And I know we're not always told that, or people might not know that, but our bodies are made to do that. So what Reiki does is it just really helps to promote relaxation so your body can actually heal itself. So I like to think of it as a spiritual practice, but also it's a part of my work. So I'm a practitioner and I also teach it. And I just love passing it along, Ruth, because I've passed it on to you, which was great. And I have just found so much healing in it for myself personally, just old, really limiting patterns, mentally, emotionally, just from old things, life experiences. And it has just brought so much healing to me and joy to me and revelations, insights, and just freedom to my life. And I just so want to pass it on to other people.
Well, I did benefit from that. I studied Holy Fire Reiki with you. If folks aren't familiar with the difference between Yusui Reiki and Holy Fire Reiki, can you talk about that for a minute?
Yeah. So William Rand is he's our teacher. He's the person that dedicated his life to understanding the Yusui Reiki. Yusui is a man who passed away in, I believe, 1964. Yusui dedicated his life to Reiki as well. And William dedicated his life to understanding all the details about how Yusui led Reiki. But Yusui Reiki came to him. He dedicated his life to becoming enlightened. And on the 21st day, he received this very powerful energy that he was like, I'm either going to die or I am going to become enlightened. And so on the 21st day, he had this very strong, powerful energy that came through his crown chakra. In the readings, he actually he passed out for a little while. And when he woke back up, he felt completely different, like his entire body was vibrating with energy. And there's a story in the manuals and through research, that Yusui was so excited about this energy that he ran down this hill in Japan, Mount Kurama. It's actually, Kevin and I went there to study. And he stubbed his toe, and he put his hands, after he received the Reiki, he put his hands on his toe. And he thought this was just for enlightenment. But then he realized when he put his hand on his toe, it actually completely healed his toe. like completely. It was bleeding, it was throbbing, this, and he realized, oh my gosh, this isn't just a enlightenment tool. This is actually to help people heal. And then, so Yusui Reiki is all about his journey with Reiki. He had certain techniques he used, like Biosin scanning, and they're called the 3 pillars. So there's 3 pillars that came from Yusui. So that's kind of a part of how you define Yusui Reiki is from him. But Holy Fire Reiki is a very heightened energy of illumination and enlightenment that comes through that William Rand actually channeled. So he channeled this energy and he brought it through to pass on to others. So the holy fire is more channeled through William, and Yusui, the Yusui Reiki is more about how Yusui brought it in.
And I can speak for myself. I first studied Yusui Reiki, and I enjoyed it, and I learned a great deal. Then Spirit told me about Holy Fire Reiki. An ad came up for Holy Fire Reiki, and I knew I had to study it. And then I found that you taught it, and I took it through you, and it was truly life-changing for me. So I wholeheartedly encourage anybody to study this, and I think you're a master teacher. I'm so pleased to have you presenting here with EWN. But you are offering level 1 and level 2 certification September 21 and 25. And there are a couple of spots left, you said, for some folks if they wanted to participate in that. And then Monica, one of the other fabulous things about you, if somebody can't make those days but wants to study with you, you'll work out other dates.
Yes. So if that September 21st and 25th doesn't work for people, yes, there's 2 spots left because we do more of a semi-private for this upcoming class. But yes, if people want to take any of the levels, like level 1 and 2 at Master or Karuna, that we can set those up together. And I really love doing the private or the semi-private classes because it gives us more opportunity to to share our experiences, to practice a little bit more, and just to have that one-on-one time. Or, I like that more in the smaller classes.
Right. And the other class you are bringing through EWN is called Strengthening Your Intuition. That's September 3 through 24, Thursday evenings, 5:30 to 7 o'clock Mountain Time. And I know that if somebody misses a class, they can get the video of it and get caught up in that way. Well, what can you tell us about that course, Strengthening Your Intuition?
The thing that I love so much about passing along the intuition classes is it's so empowering, because intuition is in all of us, and empathy is in all of us. It's not, in my opinion, in my experience, it's not just for the special few or anything like that. We all have it. And the classes help people see it, hear it, feel it, and see how it's actually working and available to them all the time. Like, I believe Spirit's always trying to communicate with us, support us, help us, and also nature, energy. And when we dismiss things, that's one of the big things that I teach is dismiss nothing. And when you dismiss nothing, you realize so much. Like, there's cues and all kinds of things in the world, whether it's lighting, whether it's numbers, whether it's names. And it's so much fun to live that way, because you realize that we're not alone here, and it's in you, it's in every person. And once you just start recognizing, it's almost, in a way, it's kind of like recognizing your own value, your own worth, and how you're connected. Because sometimes it's so easy to overlook that and say, oh, that can't be that valuable because it's me, or oh, I couldn't do that. And you're like, you're already doing it, so the class really teaches people to see, to hear, to feel, and to know how their intuition works. And what we do is we talk about terminology, just to get people up to speed on intuitive terminology. We go through like examples, personal experiences. I'll share some, and then people start sharing and they realize, oh my gosh, I've been doing this my whole life. I just haven't been putting a name on it or anything. And then what we do is practices. So we do experiences each class and exercises to where we learn to tune into each other's energy, and we partner up, and we also learn to tune into spirit, and we learn how to ask the right questions, because the right questions can open up a whole new portal of information, and it's actually just so exciting. So we each week we learn something new. Each week we do exercises together. You can share, or you don't have to if you don't want to, but it's a very empowering class.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a fabulous class. The nice thing is everybody can do these classes through Zoom with you.
Yes.
Excellent. So Monica, if folks want to learn more about these classes or sign up for them, how would you like them to do that?
Yeah, the easiest way to do that is through my website. And then on my website, it'll say services offered, and you just click that, and it'll take you right to the Reiki page and right to the intuition page. So it's Energia, ENERGIA hyphen transformyourlife.com.
Excellent.
Yeah,
So,
they can go right there.
okay. So 2 classes, Holy Fire 3 Reiki, level 1 and 2 certification, and strengthening your intuition, all with Monica Augustine. So friends, please check out these classes. I know you'll find them to be really impactful.